Hello everybody, welcome to the show. Bass and Bonsai, we're out on the water. I just saw something jump right behind me there. And we are out here on a not really early morning. It is almost 10 a.m. Several things going on today, so be looking forward to it. Could be all in one video, might be in separate videos. But I might do a shootout between the Silver Creek and Airstream Custom up here in a little spot out of the wind. Be looking forward to that video. We're just going to get out here, see what's biting for the day. Be looking for that video. Had a few trips, not really anything to write home about or actually make a YouTube video on, so you might have seen those before I started with this intro. But a few changes. We've switched out our kind of our heaviest combo we use. We've got the MK9, which is a lingual variant. That is our AliExpress jackhammer knockoff, $3.50 chatterbait we'll be trying today briefly. But probably the main thing in this video, let me find it, is I've switched up just to try and see if this is still my favorite light or my favorite BFS rod all the way around. And yeah, you guessed it, I paired it with my favorite reel so far of all time, and kind of for the palming, the looks, but mainly for that SV boost spool, because this reel with that SV boost can kind of do it all. So I put it on the Cayenne Tutton 661, that's a Zillion 1000. So we're going to see what that'll do. I have shaved down these knobs just a little bit. So we got a lot going on today anyway. So buckle up, hang on, grab some popcorn. Hopefully this is a good one. Hopefully we catch some largemouth bass. But I'm going to start with a few different topwater baits more than likely. But usually if topwater baits are working, so are chatterbaits. So just to skip right to it, I'm just going to try this chatterbait real quick right here. First cast, and just see what kind of bite may be going on. As I'm doing that, I'll tell you some of our what's going on. This is late April. We've got roughly 60-degree temps should be today on the air. It was like 70, 80, so it's almost like a cold front's come in, but the water temps are 63 degrees. And we just had some rain last night. In all honesty, we should be able to catch some fish. I'm serious. Just a few casts in, the bite should be on. Get in here. Woo! I fished for 3 hours yesterday and got skunked. I was at a little pit down in Clinton, Missouri. Real tough one. But anyway, guess what? We are on the board with the intro. Do I need a pick? Maybe. And just like that, we are on the board. Do we have a jumper though? That is a very good question. Let's see. I think this may be the first good jumper of the year. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Woo! Backflip. Booyah! Let's go. We're officially on fire. First few casts, first fish, first backflip jump release. I've told you guys once, and I'll tell you again. Scott Martin ain't got nothing on me on his fish releases. Yeah, he catches a lot more fish than me. The dude fishes for a living. He's fishing like all the time. I have 2 days on the weekends a lot of times. But anyway, let's go. We're on fire. Let's get it. All right, you know the deal. I hate to put a bait down when it's working, because that is working. That's that AliExpress knockoff. It's been linked in several other videos. $3.50. Awesome chatterbait. Definitely works. This is my chatterbait combo. Basically, I can switch reels around, but I like this 13 fishing for my half-ounce, 3/8, half-ounce chatterbaits, rattle traps, all that. That's the 6'7" medium, but I consider it more like a medium heavy. But that Fate Black, I want to say, is that a $79 rod? That is an awesome rod for that kind of stuff. So we're going to put it down though. Just because I already talked about this combo right here, what we're going to do is we're going to try topwater real quick. So let me get this switched up with the topwater bait. But I'm trying this more natural color one real quick. Oh boy, my release point is way off. I'm hoping for a hit right at the boat. If you guys remember these little micros, I call them micro whopper ploppers. But the John Koo ones, they are finicky. You got to watch how you put them in. If you get them mashed up in storage, you got to watch the tail. But it goes right back. I mean, it's fine. But then you have to run a little swivel on it if you don't want line twists. The bait's so small that the blade will let it, twist and twist your line. And you don't have to reel real fast. You guys hear that? It's all the faster you want to reel that thing. If you go too fast, it just twirls the actual whole body of the bait. Look at that! Oh, I got him, but I know you guys are gonna hear me say this. The drag's too loose. Whoa, that's a nice one. Whoa! Look at that sucker. He took off like a rocket. Come on. That's a nice bass. Teton 661, they make a 662 now, is what you can get off AliExpress. They're only like 75 bucks now. This one was 100 because it's a one piece. But that Zillion, oh, how do I have him? I don't know. Let's see. Come here. That's a nice bass. I think I got him pretty good. Oh, he's gonna jump. We got a jumper before I even release him. Maybe, maybe not. Look at that. Woo! We are officially really on fire now. I just knew that this bait would work. This is the place I came. We just didn't even go out in a boat, and I tested this bait right when I bought it. And yes, boys and girls, it worked. So just like that, we're on the board. That fish is only about 1.5 pounds, but on that Teton, your light BFS setup, man, that is a lot of fun. That sucker was pulling some drag too. That's pretty cool, wasn't it? Let's see. I think now with those water temps in the 60s, I think we got a lot of jumpers coming in. Oh, look how fat that fish is. Look at that, one more shot. That is a gorgeous fish. Let's see. Come on. Oh, she just ran off. Oh, we just passed over. Look at what we just, while I was sitting there messing around with that, look at that, what we just went across the top of. I don't know what that is. What is that? Oh my God, let me get out of here. I only got the trolling motor on. I only have the trolling motor on 2. Let me put it on 1. Try to ease out of here. I should be able to. I should be able to just stay right here. And do some damage. Yeah, I'm showing fish like all out of him right in here. But yeah, Zillion. My favorite reel that I've used in a long time, and like even for BFS with the with the stock, that's a stock spool. Like I'd say down to 4 grams. It'll do 2 grams, but it's, there's a lot better BFS reels for sure. But when you start with the 4 to 6 grams, it's actually hard to beat this reel with the BFS spool. It really is. Like this bait, I want to say is 6 grams. And I don't know if there's a BFS reel out there that can cast better than what this. Oh, I don't know if you guys even saw that one. Hit it right when it hit the water. Oh, I know you guys saw that. That sucker jumped about 2 foot out of the water. Well, maybe only a foot, but it looked like 2 foot. Oh, he jumped again. That is a... That sucker is fighting hard. Get in there. Oh! 2 jumps, he gone. I think that was almost the identical size of the... Oh, there's something right under this boat. I need to get a backup worm going because... hang on. Hang on. I got to get this worm out because there's stuff. I see something right under the boat. I just need to be able to drop a worm straight down because there's stuff going on like right under the boat. And I'm only on number 1. I'm trying to be real quiet. Hang on one second. Let's see if I can actually get something, because there's some big fish directly under this boat. I told you guys. I'm seeing all kinds of stuff right under the boat. Look at that. That's where it pays with your electronics. That fish just paid off. I've been seeing, I showed you guys one of the deals, but every time I get around this area, I'm like, oh, there's something right under the boat. I just hadn't taken time to get the worm out yet. Woo! That's bigger, for sure. So a lot of times be paying attention, even though you're, fishing for fun, topwater bites fun and all that. If you see them blurps and little whatever, just something with your electronics under the boat, do not be afraid to throw a worm, a jig, or something right underneath there. That was awesome. Well, I told you, boys and girls, we are on fire. That's about a 2-pounder. That is look how fat that bass is. They're feeding up here for sure. Let's see if we got a jumper, and I'm gonna get right back into it. But that is a gorgeous fish, and I need to switch out batteries in case I get onto a big one, that battery dies. That fish does not want any part of jumping. Well, we're still on fire, but our jumpers are dying off. Let me put you guys back up here. Okay, so hold still. Hold still. Get over here. Okay, stay close. All right, I hate to put down. I tell you what, I'm not putting anything down. We got this. There's our backup. I guess might as well talk about this real quick. It's kind of like a favorites today. I'm trying to get all my favorite stuff going. That's my favorite for this. For shaky head is definitely this lingual reel on the Tatula rod. I've talked about it in several videos. One of my favorite colors. Even before the purple haze or the spray grass was this, I call it a baby bass color, but it's just watermelon and white. But kind of reminds me of like your baby bass colored cranks and stuff. So I'm gonna keep it on hand, but we're going back to topwater. Do it, it's kind of out with the old, in with the new. You get a new combo. So, your old rod or reel may take a seat for a little while, and then you kind of realize once the new wears off your new one that, I kind of like the older one better. So I'm kind of seeing that, if that's the case with the 661 Teton compared to the streamer rod. But the Teton it's slightly a little longer, but it's a little more, I guess, capable. Like I feel I can get a little better hook set with a little bigger hook. It's just a touch, I guess I'd almost call it, stouter. So they're almost like two different, stages. I would definitely feel more confident on the Corrado BFS with that streamer 5'8", throwing littler baits, have more fun catching littler fish. Got a perfect shot right here. Right, oh boy, come on. I'm gonna let it settle. Oh, I missed him. Did you guys see that? It was a little one. I saw it and I didn't feel it. I do that all the time and I preach it, but when you're fishing topwater, wait till you feel the fish, the bite. Not every time, but almost every time. If you just pull to what you're seeing, like see that I felt, that's a little guy, but get in here. You will miss a lot of fish if you just go off your knee-jerk reaction of seeing a fish whack it. It pays to try to wait and feel it hit into the rod. Okay, there we go. Do we need a pick? No. Whee, it's a jumper and a splasher. So we are on them, boys and girls. But I'm gonna throw you guys on the chest harness so I don't have to hold this boat perfectly straight. I can get done. Accomplish the same thing and remind me to check my line. Maybe I should try poppers. Look out. Look out, little bird with red shoulders. Whoa, I'm looking at the bird. I was looking at that bird going, what do they actually call that? A red-winged blackbird or something? That's a crappie. Ooh, he's barely hooked. Get up here, crappie. You guys ever see crappie hit topwater? Well, they do. Do I need a pick? Yeah, no. It's bass and bonsai, not crappie and bonsai. That bait is sharp, those hooks. There you guys go. Here you go, birdie. Whee! Them crappie are always jumpers. Oh, there's something right underneath this boat. Looks like, I think we're onto a school of crappie right in this area. Okay, there's all kinds of stuff going on under, you know, right in that area when I was over that area that I could see on that depth finder. So normally I'd put on like a crappie jig and throw in there in case that's crappie, but I'm trying this little flashback minnow, a little micro chatterbait. I'm gonna throw that thing. I'm gonna let it set a little bit. And I'm just gonna get it cranking and go slow through that section. And we caught a fish right like that, first cast. I just knew, I don't know if I'll get it in. I just knew there's a whole bunch of something right there. And yes, we're in the middle of a topwater bite for bass, but sometimes it's a good idea to stop and smell the crappie, am I right? Sometimes you gotta stop and smell the little beautiful crappie. And when you get a chance, fillet them up and taste the crappie because they are delicious. That's a good looking crappie. Not really big enough to eat. You could almost eat one that size, especially if you get into a place and they're just totally overloaded. But all right, there he is. One last look, and yes, I had to get a pick. Whee! It's a gorgeous little fish. And let's try it again. Now this is our Airstream Custom on our rainy stream. So far, expensive rod off AliExpress, $200 rod, but man, I love this rod for this little stuff like this. It just, I don't know, it's got that awesome feel. It's just real lightweight, crisp feeling. It's kind of like just a little miniature version of a real good, oh, they're right under a sow too. It's like just shrinking down a real good working, you know, regular sized rod that you would use, say 6'7" to 7 foot. You know, medium, heavy, or those like in between. Got another one. But they're just a lot of fun. Catching these little fish. It's just like, you know, downsizing a chatterbait setup to go out and chase a little bitty, whether it be crappie, bass, or whatever, and still have a lot of fun. Whee! You know, this would be no fun with a medium heavy rod with 12, 14 pound test. Even if you could throw, whoa, you know, a small enough bait to hook those little fish. But when you do it on something like this, 5'8". Oh, yeah, they're all over out here. I'm gonna another one or two, then I'll probably go back to bass fishing. Now that bait did not start up. What happened? Yes, these are the only Z-Man baits that I've had do that. All the other Z-Man, the micros, the minis, whether it be the jackhammer, the original, these little bitty flashbacks, you gotta, oh, there's a bump. Sometimes they just get caught up. Oh, there's another little bump. Yeah, I don't know. I may come back later today, try to find this school or a school I've been put together another little video. Unfortunately, crappie in here just, there's another one, are not very big. I need to come out here and do this and just keep them, fillet them up, eat me a couple different messes of crappie, and then in the next couple years you'll have a bigger size coming out of here. But I don't know, just haven't taken the time to do it, I guess. All right, let's go. That's probably good enough, right? You guys want to know how to catch crappie? Simple. Hit them with the chatterbait, right? I'm gonna leave that rigged up just like that. That's an awesome little setup. Let's go back to what was working for bass though, right? Our little John Koo mini whopper plopper 661 Teton with our Zillion. Probably, who knows, at the end of this year could end up being considered my favorite just all around rod and reel combo, period. Because I may put together videos showing you just how which I know I have on the Teton, but with this Zillion on it, just how versatile this combo is for everything. BFS, throwing half-ounce chatterbaits. I guarantee I can throw half-ounce chatterbaits. May have to be the jackhammer or these little knockoffs. A Z-Man Original is probably a little too thick of a hook for this 661 Teton, but yeah. You guys comment if you want to see that video. Okay, moving along. We know we got a ton of crappie right there, and I knew that's what it was on that depth finder. I was like, that is a big bunch of crappie just stacked all in there. But man, we need a big bass, right? We want a big bass. You know what? I'm gonna put that. You guys seen enough topwater fish, right? What, you want one more topwater? Then, because I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that little bitty chatterbait and we'll just see how well we do with it on this rod and reel combo. Okay, everybody, I'm putting an end to this topwater video. I'm gonna call it a topwater video. We were just out here hitting those spots, and there's rug burn, by the way, which is back in action, fixed up, hopefully good to go for the remainder of this season anyway. But you guys kind of tend to like, and you feel free to comment if you'd rather I leave them or put together long videos, but it seems like my little short videos, or even when I do a live stream at home, get more views than when I'm out on the water in a full day fishing. So I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet. We caught him right here, topwater, got down there, got on a little bit of a kind of a crappie bite, and I could still be down there just whacking the crappie, but I'm kind of regrouping, so stay tuned for the next coming video. But I'm gonna put an end to this one, topwater. I'm gonna come back out here, I've regrouped, be looking forward to that video. I've got chatterbaits, a few cranks, and I'm gonna hit the same spot I just hit on topwater because there's still a lot of fish in there. If you remember the one I caught on the worm. So I'm gonna hit it again, this time not necessarily topwater, but with some chatterbaits and other baits, and see what I can do. You know, what did I miss? Just come back and hit it again within like a half hour, 45 minutes of the first time I hit it. And then I'll continue on with the rest of the area and that kind of deal. But anyway, hopefully you like this one, topwater. Really liking the Zillion on the 661 Teton. And of course, I've always liked the lingual on the Tatula since I put it on there. Got the Joker hopefully fixed. A lot of stuff going on here lately. Got skunked yesterday. Went last week. It was just kind of cold, nasty feeling. Like right now, it's a little windy, no sun, but it feels comfortable. But last week I managed one bass. You probably saw that footage at the beginning of this video. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. A lot more coming. Bass and Bonsai coming to a honey hole near you, right? Get out of here. Go bass bonsai. But whatever you do, make sure you have fun doing it, right?